Hey, I hope you've been doing well, and I hope you can hear me. So I'm gonna make this as quick as I can, I promise. But we'll see how it turns out. Okay, this is going to be kind of a Q&A video because I have a list of things you guys have asked me through emails and comments, and something I want to talk to you about. So I'm going to start talking about the thing I actually want to talk to you about before I get into the question and answer thing. Veganism, vegetarianism, meat eating, fruitarian diets, all of this stuff, I need you to forget everything anyone on YouTube has told you about any of this. Okay? Including all the scientific research, all of the spiritual mumbo jumbo, all of the ancestral lines of what they've eaten and what you should eat, and paleo this and ketosis this, and just fuck it, okay? What you should be eating is what your body is asking you to give it. Your body is like a machine, but it's not a computer. It's a star system on its own. And every galaxy, every universe has a plethora of everything. And if you're going to cut something out of your diet, you need to be able to supplement it somehow, some other way. Vitamins aren't really that effective for you because they trick your body into thinking it already has what it needs. So in addition to it stopping making its own stuff, it doesn't utilize the vitamins that well anyway. Like, the vitamins you pee most of it out. So if you're not eating meat, you're missing a whole bunch of B vitamins and collagen and all sorts of stuff, which really screws up your life. And plants and flowers and herbs and berries don't really have those nutrients. And if you're just eating meat and avoiding the other ones, you're missing on all the life force that comes from the fruits and berries and melons and all of that. I have been a vegetarian/vegan, and I hate calling myself that. I've avoided consuming the flesh of animals, okay? And I have not been okay. My skin hasn't been okay, my hair hasn't been okay, my teeth haven't been okay. And in addition to the messed up water we have, things have not been okay. So before you listen to anybody else, including me, on what you should be putting in your body, I'm asking you to ask your body what you should be putting in your body. Some doctor online, some medical professional, some, scientist, or some YouTube guru has no right to tell you what you should or shouldn't put in your body. You have that right. And you are a universe, which means you are made out of everything. And all of creation is source, God, spirit, whatever you want to call yourself. Which means when you're consuming stuff, you're consuming yourself. You're consuming source energy into yourself. The key is cut out the processed bullshit. Cut out the sugars, cut out the artificial everything, because you're not an artificial being. You're a natural being. And I'm not even going to say organic because it's so tainted. You are a real, living, breathing God in human flesh. And your body, your best friend, your child that grew up, your body is made out of flesh. And when you take the flesh out of the diet, and the word diet even has the word die in it, you die at the crossroads, the T being the cross. When you take meat out of your diet, you're hindering yourself. Now, it doesn't mean go out and buy, factory farm everything and start consuming it, because that's not even good for you to begin with. What it does mean is be more spiritual and more human in what you consume. If your body is craving bacon, go eat some freaking bacon. You probably need all that grease and oil and natural fats in your system because your body is trying to do something with it. If you're craving ice cream, if you're craving a whole bunch of butter or beef or fish, go eat it. You don't have to eat it every day, but if you're craving something once a week, you're craving it because your body is needing something that you're not getting from what you're eating. And unless you're some master level, spiritual alchemist, you're not going to be able to turn sugar into vitamin C or some crap in your system. You got to be really, really evolved and in tune with natural energies to be able to do stuff like that. So, do not subscribe to any sort of thing that other people tell you you have to do for your body. Your body is your treasure. You have to take care of it. Betty, Joe, Bob, Tom, Dick, and Harry have no idea what to put in your body. You do. Now, if you have addictions of some kind, you don't want to feed those addictions because the addictions are connected to entities and spirit and energies and spirits that you haven't processed them. So they keep wanting you. They want to live through you, which is why alcohol, porn, and drugs and stuff are so messed up because you're not letting the dead rest. Basically, you keep bringing them and feeding them that negative energy through your body, which then drains the life force out of your body. Okay, now enough of that. Eat what you want. Just bless the food. Thank it. Be grateful for it. Appreciate it. Honor it. If you're going to eat meat, please find some local farm. They're everywhere. Find a farmer's market. Grow your own stuff. Go get some chickens and learn how to, butcher them yourself. Our great-grandparents did it. There's no reason you can't do it. Build a homestead. Get yourself an apartment and grow a bunch of plants. Move up from there and get yourself a tiny house and, get some bees and flowers and grow whatever you're going to eat. Make friends with herbs. Herbs are your best friend. People 100 years ago, guys, they lived off of everything in balance. Okay. One of the questions was hormone imbalances and energy correlations. How does, what causes hormonal imbalance? The hormonal imbalance is caused by multiple different things in your physical body, but energetically it's caused by your imbalance of energy. If you're having way too much testosterone, you are way too into the masculine energy. You're doing too much and not receiving enough. If you're too in the feminine, you're receiving too much and not giving enough. You're not doing enough. You're not nurturing. Which then shows in your body because your body is your guidance system. So whatever is going on in your body, regardless of illness, disease, sickness, whatever, it's a symptom of energy. You can try to medicate the body as much as you want, but it's just going to continue. You can have plastic surgeries, you can rip your body apart, you can drug yourself to oblivion. It won't mean anything because your energy is still off. Why does fat exist? What is fat? What actually is it? Energy. It is stagnant energy. Fat is a protective barrier on yourself. When you have facial fat, like fat pads on your cheeks and stuff, it's usually because you haven't grown into the adult that you are, because babies have chubby cheeks. They're cute, they're cuddly, they're protecting their body. When you have like a gut, you're protecting your solar plexus and your sacral. You think of it like a sponge that absorbs all your thoughts, energies, and everything else into it. So a really obese person is really holding on to a lot of stuff. A really skinny person is afraid to hold on to everything. Overall, again, it's energy. And I'm really breaking this down simply and kind of like barely tip of the iceberg, but you already know the answers to these things. Also, emotions get trapped in fat. So when I was really grieving and I was really, really depressed, I noticed that my face was getting fuller and fatter, but the rest of me was okay. My stomach was getting bloated and fatter, but my thighs, my hips, and everything else was normal. I've always been pretty slender, but when I started noticing my stomach and my face, I started meditating on it and asking myself, what's going on? And my face was I was holding on to the emotion of grief and sadness in my face because some part of me wanted other people to know that I'm hurting so they could help me without me telling them I need help. So subconsciously the body put fat in those areas because, hey, if you're looking droopy faced, it means you're sad and someone's going to ask you how you are. If your stomach's all bloated and you look like you're pregnant or something, someone's going to be like, are you okay? What's going on? It's a cry for help, basically, to put it in really simplistic terms. Now, it's not the same for breasts because they nourish, they give life. So it's kind of like you're storing the energy of life-giving, nurturing nourishment within them. Different parts of the body, you want to have a nice layer of fat, of padding on it. It absorbs energy and it releases energy. And when you're manifesting, when you're walking, when you're running, sleeping, breathing, whatever, you're constantly using those energy reserves to fuel your body. To lose that weight, deal with the emotions that cause you to gain that weight. I already went over the eating vegan stuff or not eating vegan. Why is shifting and respawn, like shifting realities and stuff, dangerous? Because you haven't consciously created everything in that reality. Let's say you want to go to a reality where you're a millionaire, but you're not setting every checkpoint that you want to experience. So you could go to a reality where you're a millionaire but everybody hates you. You can go to a reality where your partner is the best for you, but then your family isn't the best because you didn't intend that those situations would all come into balance and harmony. You could go into a reality where you have the perfect body, the perfect everything, but you're unhappy on the inside because you left the reality unfinished where you came from. You're avoiding and you're running to go somewhere else to make it easier, which is just going to backfire. So deal with what you are experiencing now, acknowledge it, resolve it, dissolve it, and move forward. And your reality, the current one you're in, will shift into the one you want to be in. Because really, you're never in the same reality twice. Ever. Just like that quote, you never step foot in the same river twice. Everything is a unique experience. Every moment of your life is precious and it's absolutely unique. Your habits change, your routines change minute to minute, second to second, whatever. People having dreams about Rothschilds and weird Illuminati things. What is that? That is your subconscious telling you that there is programming within you and hypnosis and affirmations that are meant to fuel them. So when you dream about these things, you are actually noticing the etheric cords and hooks within you that they use to drain energy from you. It is nothing to be concerned about. You simply dissolve them. You let them go. You release them. You claim your energy as your own, your body as your own. It's yours. They have no right to it. Are all demons bad? No. Most demons are demons because religion told you they're demons. It doesn't mean go make pacts with them because you're really not ready to be dealing with things that you can't control within yourself. And if you're conjuring or communicating with lower and negative energy beings, they're going to feed off of your weakness, which means you're going to become a food source to them, which is the same thing as being a puppet for, who. Physical illnesses, stored trauma, life blocks, how to resolve them. You deal with your shit. You change the way you look at them. A block is only a block because you make it out to be a block. It's really that simple. You create your own reality. Everyone is you pushed out. You are the god of your own universe. So if you're creating a block for yourself on any level, it isn't for you to stand there and bash your head against it or to figure out how to dissolve it or break it or any of that stuff. It's to show you what you're resisting. You want $1 million, but you're not getting it. There's a block. You want to be with, I don't know, somebody. You want to have the perfect house, but you're not getting there, and you're like, well, I don't know what to do. You want to have bigger boobs or whatever, and you're not getting them. Those are blocks because you're not allowing yourself to. No one can take anything from you, and no one can deny you anything except you. And it's only because of your thoughts. It's that simple. If you look at everything in your life and notice what you think and feel about them, and you change the way you think and feel about them, your blocks will disappear because they don't exist. You're God. You have no blocks. Nothing can limit you except you. And if you're limiting yourself, there's a reason for it. And it doesn't mean that you have to go on some spiritual mumbo jumbo journey to figure it out. It just means, why don't you want what you want? Because if you want something, there is an equal amount of, momentum towards the same thing, but how you don't want it. So if you want $1 million, you have an equal momentum towards that for how much you don't want it. Shadow and light. Why don't you want $1 million, and why do you want $1 million? Intend to find the answer within yourself. Meditate. Ask your guides. Ask your ancestors. You are your ancestors, by the way. They live inside you. They're your cells in your body. So just deal with the way you think about things first. Stop trying to find subliminals and everything else to change what you are avoiding changing yourself. You and only you have the power to do these things. Everything else is a supplement. If you're not letting yourself have the thing you want, you have to ask yourself why. You're not you know how people say you're your own worst enemy? You're not. You're your own best friend. So if you're not letting yourself have something, there's a reason for it. Simply acknowledge the thought and change it into a positive affirmation instead of a negative affirmation. And illnesses, I think I already went over it. Like, it's all quite literal. If your arm is broken, if it's the left one, you're not letting yourself receive. If it's the right one, you're not letting yourself give. If it's your feet, you're not moving forward, or you're moving forward too much. If it's your heart, you're not allowing energy to flow through your heart. If your mind's going crazy, you're not letting yourself breathe and think, to be at peace within your mind. You're not paying attention to your mind. Therefore, your mind's, trying to get your attention, basically. Depression is the same way. Depression is just an overwhelming amount of energy that you don't acknowledge, and you're just waiting for it to go away. And it's not going to go away because some part of you needs you to acknowledge the sadness that you feel. You can't just, wish it away. It'll just come back. You have to heal it. You have to feel it, heal it, and let it go. Do my subliminals need a booster? No, but if you use them, it's totally fine. Subliminal requests. I got a lot on my plate right now, but if you guys want to request stuff, go ahead and email, and I will get to it when I can get to it. I don't make subliminals unless I really feel that divine inspiration to make them, because I put a lot of myself into them, and a lot of my intentions and imagination to actually help them work better than they would normally. Tarot readings. I'm going to make a list of pricing and stuff, and for personal readings. So expect that to be happening soon. What to do on bad days. First of all, before you get to the bad day, on a good day, write down the things that help you feel good. On a bad day, go to that list and do those things. Like for myself, I have a list on that I write for what to do on just any day. So wake up, start the tea or coffee, do some stretching, yoga, whatever. Maybe just do some quick workouts without weights where you use your body's own force as weight. Practice energy work, practice emotional work, practice mindfulness where you sit and just let your mind be at peace, where you're not paying attention to your thoughts, you're paying attention to how you're existing. When people piss you off, don't let it piss you off. When people do shady things, just change the way you think about them, because they're only doing shady things because you think that they would do shady things, so they do shady things. Subliminal making tips. Word them as if it's already happened. Use a lot of descriptive words. So if you're going to say, I have fantastic skin, you can say, I have the most beautiful, youthful, vibrant, eternally ageless, porcelain skin right now, always and forever. You want to use as many descriptive things as you can, and you want to make it as simple as you can and in the most present tense, and then as if it's already happened, and then give gratitude for it. You don't want to put no, don't, why, never, this, that. You don't want to do any of that. You want to positive affirmations. Subliminals to cure aphantasia. Aphantasia is something I actually had, and I cured it without subliminals. And the easiest way to do it is to close your eyes, shield yourself from all darkness, all light. Like, you go into the darkest space that you can physically, and put something over your eyes so you really can't see anything, and then look to the center of your forehead with your eyes. Like, just lift your eyes up and look to the middle of your eyebrows, and then just breathe. And consciously feel what it would feel like to be pulling light into you. You know how you breathe? Breathe into your third eye. Breathe into your brain. It sounds ridiculous, but it works. How to be safe in the world when there's so much crazy stuff happening. You're always safe. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing, unless you allow it so that you can learn something from the pain. So the best way to be safe is to acknowledge you're already safe. And to change the way you think about people. Everyone is you pushed out. This is fact. Each and every one of us is the God of our own universe. When we come together, we are co-creating something. When we're by ourselves, we are our own universe. That means everyone you see in your entire life is reflecting back at you what you think of them and yourself. So if someone's being douchey to you, it's because some part of you thinks that they're douchey. And to change it, you just simply affirm, I intend for this person to be much kinder, honest, humble, caring, whatever to me, and I intend to change the way I think about this person. And then really change how you feel about people. If you're pissed off about someone, it's only you being pissed off about them. They're not feeling your negativity. They don't feel your hate. They don't feel any of that. They're shielded from it. They'll feel your love, but they're not going to feel your negativity. No matter how many curses, jinxes, or whatever you send to someone, it'll backfire on you. So just change the way you think about people. I've ruined so many relationships because I had so many terrible programs in my mind about people. These people cheat, they lie, they're narcissists, they're this, they're that, and they're none of those things. You only think that about them, therefore they respond that to you because you think that about them. I guarantee you, if you spend 3 days speaking well of people and thinking well of people and feeling well of people, your entire reality will shift to a state that beyond what you can imagine. My zodiac signs. This is going to be funny because I'm born on the cusp of all of them. I mean, my sun, moon, and ascendant are all three of them are cusps. My sun sign is a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. My moon sign is a Gemini Cancer cusp. And my ascendant is a Pisces Aries cusp. I think my Venus is in Libra. And Jupiter is in Virgo, I think. So if all goes well, I'm going to have an amazing life. Your family being a mirror or fragments of yourself. Absolutely. But okay, it's kind of like you're in a video game and your soulmates log into the game and each of them play a different character for you. Each of them will respond to you the way you think they respond to you. If you think you're ugly and you ask your sister if you look ugly, she's going to say, well, you could look better. You know, you could do this, you could do that. If you are having issues with your mom about self-acceptance, it's probably because you're not accepting some aspect of yourself, and the matriarchal archetype in your family is showing you how you're not respecting yourself or appreciating yourself. They are a mirror, but they also have their own existence. Do they exist when you're not looking at them? I have no idea. I don't even know if stuff exists outside this building until I open the door. But I know that everyone is a piece of us, and we are a piece of everyone. We're all connected. So if you want to have better relationships with anybody, change the way you think and feel about yourself and them. And it's as easy as changing the words you tell yourself in your mind. It's the same with healing your mom and dad issues. There are no blocks that they cause. They're not the problem. You're the problem. And the problem within you that's causing you to be the problem is how you're thinking. How to know if subliminals work when you can't see inside yourself. So how to know if like you're growing ovaries or those things. Do you want to grow them? Do you intend? Have you imagined as if? Then they're working. You are the master of your reality. A subliminal isn't going to give you something you're not allowing. So if you're listening to a subliminal that's telling you, oh, you're going to grow, a tail, and you're like, I don't want a tail, you're eventually going to grow kind of a tail, because you're not, like, first of all, why would you be listening to that anyway if you don't want it? Second of all, if you're listening to it and resisting it, you're going to build up more momentum to it, which you could use to your advantage, actually. But really, to cut it short, because this video is getting long, to know how subliminals is working, it's belief, it's faith. And any belief is a thought you keep thinking over and over until it's planted in your subconscious and it grows and blooms and it reflects in your reality. So you can have, do, and want, you can have anything. You simply must have the belief. And belief is very easily formed by repetitious thoughts, backed up by the momentum of energy, which is energy in motion. That's what emotions are. How to better yourself and know the truth in the world. Be your best friend. When you were little, none of this mattered, did it? Lily, not right now. No! When you were little, you were your best friend. None of the stuff in the world mattered to you, and none of it should matter to you. The only thing that should matter to you is you, your thoughts, your emotions, and how you behave in the world, to yourself and to the world. If you look in the mirror and you're constantly saying you look ugly, your body is going to form into an ugly state. If you look in the mirror and say that you're constantly, not woman enough or not man enough, you're constantly going to be not woman enough or not man enough. If you want to know the truth of the world, you look inside yourself. You are the world. If there's pollution, murder, rapes, and wars and stuff, that's happening inside you. If there's poverty, it's inside you. I can sit here for 10 years describing to you every symptom in correlation to it, and it won't get you as far as you sitting there for 5 minutes asking yourself, noticing how you are, how you behave with yourself, how you treat your body, what you put in your body, what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you eat. That's the world. If your reality is constantly telling you that, you know, the rainforests are all messed up, you should really check your lungs. If the waters are being polluted, you should check your blood. You should check the water you're drinking. If there's, you know, suspicious people and societies and stuff, then there's probably a shadow aspect of you that's driving you without you knowing it, which is calling you to be aware of what it is you're asking yourself to be aware of by having it reflected outside of you. Anxiety about affirmation writing, how to fix it. You shouldn't have anxiety about it at all. You're talking to your body. Talk to your body. You're okay. Imagine your body is your lover. How would you tell your lover that they are beautiful, kind, healthy, wealthy, rich, abundant, prosperous, blah, 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 blah? How would you compliment your partner's eyes? How would you compliment your partner's hair? Why aren't you doing that for yourself? That's how you write affirmations. You speak lovingly to yourself as if you are a god, goddess, nurturing every cell of your body. How do you learn about your body? You talk to it. Cost of personal readings will be up at some point. 7-minute length about subliminals, why it's so important. It's something about neuro-linguistics, something or other that I don't really want to get into, but sitting there in a meditative state, it doesn't mean you zone out, it means you're just paying attention to your heartbeat and your breathing, and you're not overthinking. And for 7 minutes, if you can maintain that thought, maintain a state of being. So if you want to have longer hair, if you sit there listening to a subliminal for longer hair for 7 minutes, while you feel your hair on your shoulders or by your tailbone or whatever, and you can feel with your fingers that you're rubbing your, running your hands through your hair without actually moving your hands, for 7 minutes, you are guaranteed to have it. You can watch videos on Abraham Hicks about this. It's like 16 seconds and then 48 seconds and then it goes into 7 minutes or something. It basically solidifies it in your brain and your manifestation is instant. So if you're listening to a genetic female subliminal that I have, star map stuff, and you're really sitting there and imagining your life as if you're already that for the entire duration of the subliminal, you're guaranteed the reality is already there and you're shifting to it. Done deal. Okay, geez, half an hour. My goodness gracious, what did I miss? Subliminal and healing teeth. I have been working on that for so long, and let me tell you, teeth are complicated, yet simple. They're the fuse box of your mouth, of your body. Each tooth correlates to a different organ and meridian line and everything else. So in order to really heal your teeth, you have to have, first of all, your entire body full of the nutrients you need. You have to constantly affirm all of your teeth being healthy, and you really got to talk to your body. Your body is sentient. Your body is lucid. It's everything. Talk to it. There's a reason why certain teeth have certain problems. I've noticed this by asking my own body. My front teeth have been having a lot of issues because I would deny myself the expression of what I've wanted to say so much that my teeth were basically grinding and shrinking and breaking because I was like gritting my teeth because I didn't want to speak bad about people. But fuck it, when people piss you off, you tell them, hey, that's not cool and I deserve better than that and I love you, I care about you, I appreciate you, but I don't accept you treating me this way. And instead of, making it a fight, you say, I would really appreciate it if we can communicate about this, clear this up, and resolve these issues. Or you can just change it within yourself with everyone as you pushed out, deal with the issues within yourself, and eliminate the drama. There is no reason for you to have any conflict in your life at all. At all. Okay. And 35 minutes. Are you gonna actually let me record for more? Or are you gonna be like doo 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 and then you're gonna no? Okay. What else? I don't have any more questions on this. I hope I answered everything. If you guys have any more questions, requests for things, put them in this comment thingy box. I hate talking like a YouTuber, so if you have any questions or anything, please respond to them in this, like put them in this description box, or email me. You can find my email under the About tab on my channel page. You just gotta click the little box and it'll give you the email address. I'm going to start doing, like, I don't know what it's called really. There's people calling it life coaching, but it's not life coaching. I'm basically here to support you, and I'm going to have a listing of prices and things, and I'm going to do what I can to build a website, because I have no idea how to do any of this stuff really. I did in my 20s, but that was like websites were a lot easier with MySpace and Yahoo back then. And Angel Fire. So yeah, some more subliminal should be coming up. A hair growth subliminal has been requested. A reversible male to female, female to male kind of subliminal has been requested. I don't know when I'm going to be able to finish this teeth subliminal. I've been digging into Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic stuff, and it's just a lot. Like, I could almost write a book on all the stuff by now. I might start painting and showing you guys some stuff we can paint together. I'm going to be hopefully getting my beads and crystals, and we can start making jewelry together. What else? I'm going to start doing some guided meditations, because I really would prefer that you guys have a trusted source. I hope I'm trusted by you, that you can do like guided meditations. So if you have any requests for guided meditations, put them in the description box. I don't really feel comfortable doing hypnosis videos, but I am capable of doing them. So I could help you with some hypnosis videos if you'd like. And yeah, side note on updates on things, I just got my referral letters for surgery. Yay. I'm terrified. And yeah, it was a big thing to go there. It took 3 hours of driving to get to Chicago and sit in that psychiatrist meeting with all these people, and they were digging into my past and asking way too many personal questions, but throughout it all they were all having fun and we were all laughing, and it was amazing. Like they were telling me how impressive it is that I've managed to sustain my life and thrive with everything that's happened. And I was downplaying everything because I didn't want to trigger the law of attraction. One of them was actually almost in tears. She was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, "Babe, you have no idea. You have no idea the things I've put myself through in this life." Okay, what else? Oh, geez Louise. My apartment's a mess right now. Oh, please get a water filter. My body has not been doing very well with the water I've been drinking, the bottled water and the little teeny weeny filter I have. Get yourself a good water filter. It costs like $80 to get a fluoride filter. If you get a triple filtration system, they're like $180. Please get one. Please. You have no idea how important it is. I intend for everyone in the world to have pure, clean drinking water. And I intend for all of you to have the love of your lives happily and all of your happily ever afters. I intend for all of you to be absolutely healthy, wealthy, and wise. You all deserve it. You deserve the love you want. You deserve all the greatness in your life. You're worthy of it. You're beautiful, you're worthy, you're kind. Please acknowledge it in yourself. Oh, and in the whole context of Neville Goddard and how imagination and intent helps create a better world, I think I got this idea from Joseph Ally. He has an amazing channel called Divine Imagination by Joseph Ally. And he has an idea about starting a intention group where we kind of come together and we email each other about what we want, what we need help with, or what we would like to have help with. Because even in the Bible it says when two people come together, we can do more, basically, to make it brief. So I think we should start doing this. Kind of form like an intention circle with each other. And you can email me and ask me, hey, I need help with this intention that I have. Would you help me imagine this scenario for me? And we can have this thing, and then we can update each other on all of this when it actually happens. I would be honored to help you. I've actually asked a few of you for help with some stuff already, and things have really been getting better. So please keep it up. and I'm always imagining for you guys. Not every minute of the day, but every time I'm checking YouTube and remembering you guys. I imagine all of you sitting by computers, happy as can be, with piles of money around you and perfect health, and little floating hearts flying above your heads, and these silhouettes of people around you that love you and hug you and kiss you, and just happiness and well-being. And please do that for the world too. Imagine trees and forests all being grown back again, the waters being clean, all the animals being safe and healthy, the sky being clear, all the people in power and politics and everything else, all of them actually being spiritually woke people and good, kind people. Because really, if you look at the world that you experience and then you look at the world on TV or the computer, they're like two different worlds. So we're in the middle of it. So maybe we're the deciding factor. And if we're the deciding factor, it makes sense to imagine towards the positive. So all these people talking bad about, world leaders and stuff, or country leaders, please imagine better for them. Imagine them as better people. Imagine them as real, noble, royalty type of people. Not that they're better than you, because you're royal too. Just imagine them as noble, integrity, quality people. People you'd want to have leading. People you'd want to put in power. Imagine them as that. And the world will change. We've taken so long and we've wasted so much time in reality just floating by, accepting what's shown to us. And it's not okay anymore. You have to do what's right. And not what's right or wrong, but what your reality should be like. Create a sanctuary of a universe for yourself. Create a haven, a utopia. It doesn't matter if it never happens, but as long as you're imagining it in some pocket quantum realm of reality, that sanctuary, utopia realm, that heaven is created. And when someone matches that vibration, they have a place to go. Okay? Geez, that was a lot of stuff. This went on way longer than I thought. Okay. I love you unconditionally, and I intend for you to have the most awesome day and awesome life, made perfect for you, better than you can imagine, better than I can imagine. Alright? Bye.